Hello guys and welcome to Tech Trident, and today I'm going to share with you some 10 amazing science facts that will blow your mind. So yeah, without wasting our time, let's get started. So the first fact is that Hawaii moves 7.5 centimeter closer to Alaska every year. What this fact stands for is that the Earth's crust is split into gigantic pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are in constant motion, propelled by currents in the Earth's upper mantle. Hot, less dense rock rises before cooling and sinking, giving rise to circular convection currents which act like giant conveyor belts, slowly shifting the tectonic plates above them. Hawaii sits in the middle of the Pacific plate, which is slowly drifting northwest towards the North American plate. Back to Alaska, the plate's pace is comparable to the speed at which our fingernails grow. Fact 2 is that chalk is made from trillions of microscopic plankton fossils. What this fact stands for is that tiny single-celled algae called coccolithophores, I think I have pronounced it correctly, right? Have lived in Earth's oceans for 200 million years. Unlike any other marine plant, they surround themselves with minuscule plates of calcite coccoliths just under 100 million years ago. Conditions were just right for coccolithophores to accumulate in a thick layer coating ocean floors in a white ooze. As further sediment built up on top, the pressure compressed the coccoliths to form rock, creating chalk deposits such as the White Cliffs or Dover. Coccolithophores are just one of many prehistoric species that have been immortalized in fossil form. But how do we know how old they are? Over time, rock forms in horizontal layers, leaving older rocks at the bottom and younger rocks near the top. By studying the type of rock in which a fossil is found, paleontologists can roughly guess its age. Carbon dating estimates a fossil's age more precisely, based on the rate of decay of radioactive elements such as carbon 14. Fact number 3 is that in 2.3 billion years ago, it will be too hot for life to exist on Earth. What this fact says is that over the coming hundreds of millions of years, the sun will continue to get progressively brighter and hotter. In just over 2 billion years, temperatures will be high enough to evaporate our oceans, making life on Earth impossible. Our planet will become a vast desert similar to Mars today, as it expands into a red giant in the following few billion years. Scientists predict that the sun will finally engulf Earth altogether, spelling the definite end for our planet. Fact number 4 is that polar bears are nearly undetectable by infrared cameras. This fact says that thermal cameras detect the heat lost by a subject as infrared, but polar bears are experts at conserving heat. The bears keep warm due to a thick layer of blubber under the skin. Add to this a dense fur coat, and they can endure the chilliest Arctic day. Fact 5 is that it takes 8 minutes 19 seconds for light to travel from the sun to the earth. This fact says that in space, light travels at 300,000 kilometers, that is 186,000 miles per second. Even at this breakneck speed, covering the 150 million odd kilometers, 93 million miles between us and the sun takes considerable time. And 8 minutes is still very little compared to the 5.5 hours it takes for the sun's light to reach Pluto. Fact 6 is if you took out of all empty space in our atoms, the human race could fit in the volume of a sugar cube. This fact says that the atoms that make up the world around us seem solid but are in fact over 99.99999% empty space. An atom consists of a tiny, dense nucleus surrounded by a cloud of electrons, spread over a proportionally vast area. This is because, as well as being particles, electrons act like waves. Electrons can only exist where the crests and troughs of these waves add up correctly. And instead of existing in one point, each electron's location is spread over a large range of probabilities and orbital. They thus occupy a huge amount of space. The fact number 7 is that stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve stainless steel. This fact states that your stomach digests food thanks to highly corrosive hydrochloric acid with a pH of 2 to 3. This acid also attacks your stomach lining, which protects itself by secreting an alkali bicarbonate solution. The lining still needs to be replaced continually, and it entirely renews itself every 4 days. The earth is a giant magnet. Fact number 8. This fact says that Earth's inner core is a sphere of solid iron, surrounded by liquid iron. Variations in temperature and density create currents in this iron, which in turn produce electrical currents. Lined up by the Earth's spin, these currents combine to create a magnetic field used by compass needles worldwide. Fact number 9. A flea can accelerate faster than the space shuttle. A jumping flea reaches dizzying heights of about 8 centimeters 3 inches in a millisecond. Acceleration is the change in speed of an object over time, often measured in g's an g with 1 g equal to acceleration caused by gravity on Earth. 9.8 meters is divided by 32.2 feet per square second. Fleas experience 100 G while the space shuttle peaked at around 5 G. The flea's secret is a stretchy rubber like protein which allows it to store and release energy like a spring. Fact number 10. Some metals are so reactive that they explode on contact with water. This fact says that there are certain metals, including potassium, sodium, lithium, rubidium, and caesium, that are so reactive that they oxidize or tarnish instantly when exposed to air. They can even produce explosions when dropped in water. All elements strive to be chemically stable. In other words, to have a full outer electron shell. To achieve this, metals tend to shed electrons. The alkali metals have only one electron on their outer shell, making them ultra keen to pass on this unwanted passenger to another element via bonding. As a result, they form compounds with other elements so readily that they don't exist independently in nature. By the way, thanks for watching the video and hope you liked it and learned something new. By the way, subscribe to our channel Tech Trident and be there for more such videos. Till the time, take care and good.